Ladies and gentlemen, I am ever and always your host, Blue, sorry, the other thing, whatever my name is. Today, we're covering the Switch 2, aka the Master Switch. I don't have anything to say. Any thoughts, comments, questions? Predictions, hopes, dreams? I've been asking a question of everybody lately, and it boils down to, what is the most interesting thing that you know they'll never do? I'll go ahead and share a couple of these. So, my brother-in-law said he would love for there to be a new F-Zero, which there's not going to be an F-Zero. My niece actually picked a really smart one that I really like. She picked Minecraft 2, which they will never do. Minecraft makes too much money for them to bother and risk shrinking their player base. Sonic Adventure remakes. I mean, that's Sega, but yeah. Yeah, I know. My niece picked Minecraft, but whatever. Yeah, there's not going to be any third-party anything. Jesse's Mask came up with a really good one, which I'm going to steal here. Yeah, they wouldn't be the Mega Man thing either. Not that Yura's actually playing in good faith at this point. No, not Yura. Jesse's Mask pick was a proper remake of Zelda 2. Which is also never happening, admittedly. Yeah, a new 3D Mario is almost guaranteed. Do yourself a favor sometime. Look up when Mario Odyssey came out. And remember that the 3D Mario team is separate from the 2D Mario team. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, we are way out from a new 3D Mario. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been a gap. So yeah, that's pretty much a shoo-in. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, as long as Miyamoto's in office, there will never be a Zelda 2 R. Most realistic. Oh, sorry, unrealistic. The Metroid devs. So it's actually funny you say that, Plutoni, because we were actually talking in the Discord about a Zelda 2 with Dread's overall engine, control scheme, etc. Which actually, yeah, I could see that. Like, I can actually picture how that would work and how that could be, how that would be done, like how that could be accomplished. And honestly, that sounds kind of baller to me. I don't know. Splinter Cell, once again, not a Nintendo property. Also, Ubisoft got other problems right now. I would probably... I imagine a Zelda 1 remake would look similar to what we see in Link Between Worlds, personally. Let's flip this on its head. So, that's the most, like, never gonna happen answer. Okay. What about something that's at least possible? But still, honestly, it's probably not going to happen. But remember, it's something you want. That's the important part. Oh, the raccoon. Easy answer. Oh, actually, no, Hammer Brothers, technically. But yeah, Star Fox is my answer to my second question. Star Fox has been dead on the vine since the Wii U. And speaking as the only person in the entire world who actually liked Star Fox Zero, I would not mind a new Star Fox game. know about F-Zero. F-Zero has been even more dead on the vine. The last F-Zero game was on the GameCube. In fact, someone do me a favor. When did F-Zero GX come out? Like, look that up, please, because it's been a minute. Yes, Roman Cure. We got, looks like about 5 minutes. Once again, not a Nintendo title, after just count. I'm just going to stop asking Judo Joker questions. I mean, I'd love Mega Man 12, but that's not happening. Last question, because we're getting pretty close to when it should actually be starting. Something you think is really high likelihood of happening, but once again, that you're really excited for. Like something you really actually want to happen. Prime 4 doesn't count because that's a gimme. Same with Mario Kart 10. Both of those are already confirmed. I'm with you, though. Prime 4 looks pretty legit. Whoops. Pay attention, Mara. Yeah, new Fire Emblem is pretty much a gimme. I'll agree on that point. Morning, Ross. New Pokemon game? I mean, we got Legend ZA. A new Smash. So that's an interesting one, because we might legitimately not get a new Smash. Or at least, not as we know it, because Sakurai is kind of doing his own thing right now. New Kirby. I wonder... Whoa. I don't know, I don't think we've ever had a Kirby game as bad as Sonic 06. Yeah, Zelda, I don't think we're going to see a Zelda for a minute. Like, first of all, we just had... this. Oh, Jesus. The Switch had 3 Zeldas. Put simply. 3 new Zeldas. Never mind the Skyward Sword remaster. Yeah, there will... God damn it. Look away for a second. There will eventually be a new Zelda, but yeah, we just had Echoes of Wisdom, like, just a few months ago. And Tears of the Kingdom was not that long ago, and Breath of the Wild was a launch title, so yeah, that's probably not happening anytime soon. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect anything Zelda-related. Proper port of Kingdom Hearts would be very nice, yeah. Probably not Easel Games. That is to say, probably not a coincidence. Okay, so hang on. It looks like we are on the verge of... So let's get rid of this nonsense. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. Nobody actually likes Mario 3. Ridiculous. Ah! Can I time him or can I time him? So usually this kind of presentation's either open strong or open weird. Which do you think it's going to be? Last few seconds. Like, you remember the Switch launch trailer, right? That was definitely on the weird side of things. Yeah, it's gonna be gimmick. It's gonna be gimmick. Weird music choice so far. Rated M for mature. Yep. Weird. What is this? Yeah, even weirder than I was expecting. No, Judo Joker. Oh my god, I already love it. In seconds. In seconds, I love it. Like, yeah, yeah. Something I look forward to talking about when it comes to Mario Kart 9 when we actually review it is how much story is in Mario Kart 9. Some people already know what I'm talking about. But some people look at me like, what? There's no story in Mario Kart 9. And I say, look in the backgrounds the next time you play a race. Any race. There is so much stuff in the background. There's so much world building. So much implication. So much presentation. Whatever the Switch one is. I don't remember which one the number is. My god, a film roll. Okay, so now we've got grinding on rails. And playable Hammer Brothers, apparently. And playable, things. And outfit changes? I mean, I'm down. I was already down. But yeah, vehicle sections.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director.
God, these people have zero charisma.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
I mean, yeah, I'm already sold. I'll be real. If nothing else, I have 3 nieces.
Is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Yeah, it'll be Mario Kart.
Welcome to this vast world.
Sold!
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere
Weather?
will change.
Weather?
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Okay, I like that. Like, that's just a cosmetic thing, but I like it.
You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history,
24.
competition is gearing up.
Exactly, Rex. I told you, nobody listens to me.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Also, sorry, I'm wrong. That's not cosmetic. That's
There are
awesome.
multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
Can
how
you
races
make your
work.
way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas.
I'm shocked you're not adding Mario Kart 9 DVD.
Drive wherever your heart
Excuse me,
takes
Mario
you.
Kart World.
You can also go for scenic drives with
No, this is a great idea. This is a great iteration.
photos together at different locations.
There it is.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct, so be on the lookout for more information in the future.
2 Thursdays from now. Sorry, 3 Thursdays from now.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as
Okay, guys.
We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch
Oh my
2.
god, this poor man.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button. Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo! That was me. That was you? So quick. Oh, no. Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
Oh.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
Oh, thank god it's not Discord.
You'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow?
That actually made me just stall for a second.
While
No, we don't want Discord. Discord is on its way out right now. This is the wrong time to integrate Discord.
Okay, but you're still behind me, right? All right, let's keep going. Okay. So,
it can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here. All right, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly.
Yes, we understand these technologies exist. Real quick, so since Dean Bedine was technically first, I'm going to make the Dean Bedine start Mario Kart World, which means offshore, you have 3 things to pick, and Darkrai, you have 3 things to pick.
If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
No, but they're trying to go public, Judo Joker,
you can also share your game screen.
and also the app just keeps getting worse in general.
Guys, I just did it.
But the IPO is the really bad thing.
Shoot.
Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Judo Joker. I've already started looking into alternatives.
You can chat to your heart's content.
Anyways, so offshore is going to put that to Mario Kart World. Simpsons,
I'm like in the
Hit,
sky right here.
Run,
Ah, I fell. I'm
Scribble
falling.
Knots,
Okay, we got it. We're safe.
and the Darkrai. Darkrai, what do you want?
Star, that's so cute. So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen.
Guys,
That is kind of cool. Yeah, I noticed they're playing a lot of Switch games, which is casual marketing, by the way. It's good. So this is functionally passive marketing.
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the
Dark
wall.
Cloud, FF13, and I assume Mario Kart World. Darkrai for your 3rd one.
Everyone can watch them play.
It's when you just have something that's part of the presentation that you're not calling attention to, that just kind of infers something. So yeah, they're showing off a lot of Switch games, specifically to emphasize the fact that you can play Switch games on the Switch too.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Nix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button.
Yeah, exactly, Rex. That's passive marketing right there. And yeah, there's Tears of the Kingdom. There's I couldn't even say it quickly enough. Dr. Mario was there for the NSO, which also implies that that's not going away, which is a good thing. There's Mario
You
Odyssey.
can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Yeah, they have a webcam feature,
By
which
connecting this
I'm not
connect
getting. Don't even ask.
Hey!
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many companies do not understand marketing
You can appear on screen.
Or, more accurately, you probably wouldn't. Sorry for talking over this. This is really, really basic stuff, so there's nothing really being shown here.
Here's how it looks.
It has the kind of audio-visual integration that we have had in gaming consoles for
Please look
10
forward
years.
to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh, okay.
No, wait. Go left.
I'll let you fix it.
Yeah, I'm being generous with 10 years.
Using game chat. Even when you're apart,
Agreed,
you can
DBD.
play games
Absolutely.
and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
No, I understand, Roman Kier. That's why I'm chatting right now. My audience, the people watching this right now,
Own rules for a retro
are
game
gamers.
competition.
You know?
Or hold a sports
We aren't the audience for this. We already play video games. The reason the Switch and the Switch 2 will succeed so much is because of the fact that it appeals so much to people who don't play video games.
What did you think?
It's why Animal Crossing sold so well.
Our goal was for
It's why the new Tamagotchi game is going to sell so well.
closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
No judgment, by the way. I'm not being elitist. I'm just stating fact. People who don't play video games as like their primary hobby, which is what a gamer means,
Same day as Switch 2.
will pick up a Switch or play Skyrim or play Minecraft, right?
Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time.
Smart.
We hope you'll try it out.
Smart.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is
Yeah,
always required.
about a year of free game chat support just so people can get used to it and get using
I'd like
it.
to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share,
Interesting.
you can temporarily
And yeah,
share
good
compatible
feature.
games with others who
Very
also
good
have
feature.
Nintendo Switch
Yeah, I was gonna say,
or a
DS. You remember that?
You can share a game with
I used to play Mario Kart with my friends on the DS with that.
Game Share also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Interesting they're keeping the snap, by the way. Makes sense. It's very iconic.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen. The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother game.
I'll give you that I'm a little surprised by going up to 120. I figured 60.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing
No,
more
thank you,
contrast
but
between
nice that it's
light
there.
and dark areas of the images.
I think I'm the only person in the world who doesn't like HDR.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2.
That feels like a
held horizontal.
feedback choice.
The left and right sticks are now larger. Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Interesting.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Did you know the SNES had a mouse, Roman Cure?
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Which is funny, because that means Nintendo was the first one to do it.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Now that's interesting.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Yeah, the old stand
It's
was
handy for
something
connecting
I
a
immediately
USB-C
replaced.
camera
Something else.
or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
I mean, one of the issues they had with the Switch was that
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock
Oh god, I don't know the
to
name.
connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution.
They were using old
HDR is also supported
tech.
in TV mode.
God, I'm falling behind. Also, Ethernet port, finally.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable. On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Yeah, I noticed Ring Fit isn't compatible. Which is probably why they add that asterisk for games like that.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the
No, that's exactly what it is. It's an improved Nintendo Switch.
And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour,
What?
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Oh god, it really is.
Where are the magnets?
It's
The
a
Joy-Con 2
freaking
controllers attached to the system with magnets. And
Yeah, it's the Astrobot playground, exactly.
The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're
I was gonna say, this is a playable manual, which is kind of cool.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Still haven't set a date.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
But what's it taste like?
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card that will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Yeah, this thing was the problem with the Switch. It's...
Please note,
God, I don't know the terms.
micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not.
But their SD technology was just so far behind on the Switch. So its transfer rate is awful compared to what they can do with it.
Nintendo account to use the system transfer feature. With this feature, you can
It's
transfer
way too early for me to
data,
get specifics in
digital
terminology.
games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro controller.
No shock.
It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In
Interesting.
addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved
We actually knew about this.
unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Oh, 100% Darkrai.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play.
Well, the thing is, we know several have been, Frieza.
Reactions and emotions
People
in
who have already been ripping apart Switch games for the better part of over a year now, and quite a few of them have Switch 2 coding already in them.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, go, and compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound.
I'm not going to make fun of this because my nieces are going to love this mode.
Mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to do manual updates for older games.
Use mouse controls to
But I bet you
shoot
money something like, say, Tears already has that built in. And I know a few others do. Yeah, Xenoblade X has it, Princess Peach has it, Paper Mario 2 has it, Super Mario RPG R has it.
There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly
I don't know about
tag
Pikmin off the top of my head.
objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble.
Yeah,
The
probably
biggest
Mario
party
Wonder
yet
2.
is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Lore Shock.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more
I mean,
vibrant,
it would be shocking if they didn't.
so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Yeah, I used that website too. Thanks, game.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
Okay, that's cool. I'll give you that one.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Done.
Along with
Sold.
improved graphics and frame rates.
Nope. Sold.
This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
No.
We
not
hope
at
you're
all.
looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
We all figured that. Like, they like to do that kind of cross-console thing.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second.
Interesting.
Or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
Yeah, we called this one too.
Pokémon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
I'm guessing $10.
Please take a look.
And for those of you wondering at home, yes, the audio is desynced for me too. So this is our gimmick game of the week. You gotta have a gimmick game. You gotta have a gimmick game. I'm gonna hit refresh, see if we can fix this audio desync. Ah! No! No! Go away! Go away! Yeah, this game is too woke for me. It has human beings in it. No, audio's still desynced. It's just the video. It's just the video. Sorry, everyone.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
We were just talking about this last night.
This world is in
I can't believe I didn't even think about this. That's the funny part. Because you know they've done this for a while now, pretty much since the GameCube. They like to say, hey, here's a more mainstream, less Nintendo-y game on the console. If you remember, the one for Switch was actually Skyrim. And we were debating just last night what their new Skyrim would be. And yeah, it's Elden Ring. I can't believe I didn't even think about that. Completely forgot Elden Ring existed.
May you take the throne.
So yeah, there's their non-Nintendo game.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Lore
Our
shock.
first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original.
I mean, it's not even out yet offshore Twitch accounts, so who
More about
knows?
Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山
Let me
です
guess, Monster Hunter.
我々がお届けするタイトルは
Oh, Street Fighter.
ストリー
Okay.
トファイター6です
I was just say, it's Capcom, which means it's not Mega Man. If there's one thing you can count on for Capcom, it's that it's not Mega Man.
ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 ファイターズエディションの2バージョン、
Remake.
さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Early access.
Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with.
Oh, Xenoblade. I think.
Commencing launch.
No?
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm
What is this?
And you're buying.
Rebels!
I'd make a joke about how an anime mecha game is so generic I can't identify it.
This planet will be ours. The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children.
Ah, Daemon X Machina. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's not even a joke. It's so generic that we can't tell which one of the anime mecha games it is.
The game is a story about friendship.
I still need to play this.
Who writes sci-fi and Zoe who writes fantasy.
The Prison Escape game was all right, but the married couple game they made is actually really, really good. If you have a co-op friend, I can't remember the name of it, but if you have a co-op friend to play with, because you have to have co-op, it is extremely good. Not A Way Out, the other one. It Takes Two, that's the one.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world.
Huge recommend from me. I'll never review it because it is co-op mandatory, but it is a very good game.
Coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
I haven't played Split Fiction yet.
It's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing
Fuck you.
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding World like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on? Son of a...
Isn't this the one that... Yeah, I should probably mute this, actually. Isn't this the one that, like, wasn't a good remaster? So I've only heard distant stuff about this. So I don't know specifics. Oh, wait, it's not actually out yet. Never mind. Oh, the first two are bad. As I say, I heard something about, like... Okay. About the remaster being pretty bad.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the
Cool, actually.
does everything he can to accomplish.
Like, I have it on the PC,
and how each
but...
will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Like, you know me, I'm down for ports, as long as they're good ports.
Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2.
You literally did ask for this offshore Twitch account. No, Hitman 3 is actually an extremely good game once you get past the terrible monetization and microtransaction garbage. And just buying the game is actually a huge pain. But the game itself is extremely good. Ah, gotcha, Easel. I knew there was something.
The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Yeah, by the way, for those of you not aware, they've been working on a 007 game for like a couple years now. Sorry, that's nothing.
The story of light and
so Bravely Default. That's a choice I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, pulling games off the 3DS is a good thing.
Remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
You want my one-sentence review of Bravely Default? Great gameplay, terrible story.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。
So, Yakuza.
我々がお送りするタイトルは
Which one? Yakuza 0. That's an interesting pick. I wonder if that means they're going to push all of them, like, bit by bit.
歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。
New cutscenes.
発売日は
And
2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にも
And yeah, more from the series in the future. So yeah, they're probably going to push more Yakuza onto the Switch too.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners. But for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Hang on, offshore Twitch account. Hang on. Koei Tecmo. Okay.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians.
Yeah, it's got to be Hyrule Warriors 3.
Their union led to a great...
I'm shocked by that.
But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then
Interesting.
that must mean this really is the past.
Yes, Zelda, we know you're stupid in Tears of the Kingdom for some reason. Yeah, so Hyrule Warriors 2 I haven't finished, but I played a bit of it with my niece. It was pretty freaking good. Hell, I liked Hyrule Warriors 1 for what it was. So yeah, it makes sense that Warriors 3 is going to be here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick that one up.
That was Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
Oh yeah, Bella.
Developed by Koei Tecmo Games.
Time travel.
Support from Nintendo.
That's not even a spoiler. That's the summary of what's going on. There's more to it than that, but
Took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch
agreed.
Online.
Doom Rider. Okay, what do you got?
Continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Good.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
If you say it's the chat, I'm gonna stab you. I just want you to know that.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo.
This isn't surprising.
Nintendo
It's good, but it's not surprising. We've been calling this for years on the Switch.
That will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
Yeah, this is overdue and
Using a
obvious.
mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Transcending
Soul
history
Calibur 2. That's actually funny.
and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the
I was gonna say, well, we finally have an F-Zero on the Switch too. Oh my god!
white knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000.
I even mentioned this morning and last night.
We'll put it all on the line in depth line races. Featuring the series first, machine custom.
By the way, this is a terrible, great game if you've never played it.
Experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4
Yeah, where's Star Fox Assault?
or online.
Now, there's actually a lot of GameCube games that are either hard to come by or hard to emulate. That would be nice to see on those.
And higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Oh, we can finally rebind. Holy crap.
More titles will be
So,
added in the
Path of Radiance! Path of Radiance! Gale of Darkness, Mario Strikers, Pokemon Coliseum.
Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2
Sorry, every game I just mentioned is actually on the veto list
Plus expansion pack.
because of getting a hold of them.
Same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube.
I'm gonna have to remove those from the veto list.
It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here.
Yeah, those are hundreds of dollar games.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
So more third-party stuff. I'm surprised how much third-party stuff they're showing off. Legitimately. No. No. Okay, yeah, alright. Alright. A Deltarune release date for Chapter 3 and 4 was not something I was predicting for the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. Launch day. There it is, June 5th. Boom.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands.
And let me double that one.
Launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. loot and shoot your way through a world filled
Man, wouldn't it be great if Silksong were finally announced on the Switch too? Gee, that sure would be something I would never expect. It will never happen. Ever, ever, ever.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing an
Fix your game. I'll consider buying it.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll
Get Luigi out of jail so he can fix it.
people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2.
Oh, that's right.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
You didn't know that, Rax? Yeah, that's a real thing.
See you in the ring and on the court.
He worked on the interface.
4 kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sink.
Visuals? Video? Video? Come back, please.
Really have started to master. It's everything. Let's set sail.
Yeah,
This
no,
time
that's just...
for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
YouTube!
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style.
Whatever, Enter the Gungeon 2.
You can expect some fan favorite elements.
If you liked Enter the Gungeon, which I actually didn't all that much, but...
We're excited to share more with you in the future.
Alright, guess based on the audio. What are your guesses based on the audio? Oh, it's Civ 7. That's just... We just saw that! I mean, it makes sense to have a game with mouse support, right? Wait, what? Oh god, it's so broken! It's so broken! It's so broken!
Hello.
What was it?
From CD Projekt Red.
What was it?
We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure...
Oh, hey, Cyberpunk. We actually called that last night when we were talking about their Skyrim, their new Skyrim. Cyberpunk was one of the ones we picked last night. So Cyberpunk's going to be on the Switch, too.
Ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories.
Yeah, we'll see what it was once we get there. So yeah, there's your two, Cyberpunk and Elden Ring.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを
FF7R。
本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、
Don't know if it's one or two, because I can't see anything.
新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。
So this is Enter the Gungeon 2.
FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Oh god, no, you skipped it! You skipped it! What's the thing we missed? What's the thing we missed? That it was just audio. Damn it! What's the thing? It was Silksong! The thing they skipped was Silksong! You're welcome. I did that. That was me. I made that happen. That's 3 times. Oh god. Oh god. What else? I need to use my powers for good. What's really funny is another one I was thinking was it'd be really nice to get a lot of games that are locked in the GameCube off of the GameCube. And several people mentioned Path of Radiance as a specific example of that. It's like, yeah, that'd be nice. No, I saw it, Dark Ray. It's just funny. I don't recognize half of these. I feel so weird. I don't recognize so many of these. Yeah, they gotta have something at the end. They always have something right at the end. Javin, if you want to put that towards something, please let me know. Thank you for the sub, as always. A new Professor Layton. Boy, that's been a dead franchise for a while.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
So, last third party.
Please take a look.
And thank you, Immortal Slime, for the bits. And I'll add Silksong. Resident Evil?
I give you my blood.
Castlevania?
I give you my life. Turn, O wheel,
No.
and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
No. No, there's no way. There's no way. Wow! It actually is. It actually is. Yeah, it's Bloodborne 2. I never would have called this. I'm going to be real. It looks like it's the Elden Ring engine, which makes sense. It's a solid engine. Same engine they used for Armored Core 6, if I'm remembering correctly. And yeah, notice they've moved forward into steampunk. So, we're... What? Also, if they pull Bloodborne 1 off of the PS3, or PS4, or whatever it is, I'm just saying.
Pray that you are able, carrier of blood. Will flow for one, and one alone.
Dusk Blood. interesting. Yeah, no, you're probably right. It's probably Bloodborne 2 in all but name because, you know, Sony owns Bloodborne.
Game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
I will, Joe
In addition
Joker.
to what you saw today,
Purple. Sorry.
our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
I was gonna say, now you got first-party stuff, right? We already know Prime. We already know Mario Kart. And now Kirby? I mean, I'm down for new Kirby. Kirby has rarely not been good. We were actually talking about a new Kirby racing game just yesterday. It is. Oh my god, it's actually Kirby Kart 2. It actually is. We literally were talking about this yesterday. Sorry. I like how that deserved its own announcement.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system.
Yeah, for those who don't remember, Kirby is Sakurai's baby. Has been for a long time.
Looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Like, I know a lot of people think of him as the Smash guy, but no, Kirby's his baby.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Kind of like how Star Fox is Miyamoto's. Speaking of... No, okay. So are we thinking Mario? 3D Mario is long overdue at this point. By over 2 years. Probably 3 years at this point. I would also be okay with Donkey Kong. I would be very okay with Donkey Kong. Dude. As usual, showing off tons of gameplay. There's so much density here. I'm going to have to slow mode this to explain this later. But that's a lot of destructible terrain. Whoops. Yeah, it's Donkey Kong Odyssey. Look at it. Destructible enemies, destructible terrain. Gotta have the homage. Probably Melkor. It's probably what they've been working on for the last 7 years now. July.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground
A
world.
small tidbit, I don't know if you noticed, but when he ripped out a chunk of the ground, it actually did rip the chunk out of the ground.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World. For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2.
Which I've had up on the side,
later today.
like, for several minutes now.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you notice there's no price, which means there's no pre-order. However, for those of you not aware, there's going to be a treehouse tomorrow, and on the 4th. And I'm not going to be covering those live because I'm not insane. But treehouses are a good thing. It's actual people sitting down actually playing the game, which is pretty much the best form of showcasing a game for me. So, tomorrow, if for anybody curious, tomorrow and looks like Friday? Yeah, tomorrow and Friday, they're actually going to have people sitting down playing games live at the treehouse, which is awesome. Okay, so that was a thing. I was asked to do a review. Purple. Moving on. I will admit, as absolutely bizarre as it's going to sound, quite a few things that are very personally interesting to me, and quite a few things that aren't super personally interesting to me. But I have to credit for, like, the fact that they exist. If that makes any sense. Like, I'm not super invested in Bloodborne, but the fact that they announced a Bloodborne 2 is crazy. The fact that Elden Ring coming out on the Switch 2 is awesome. The fact that they're actually going to push Silksong onto it, you know, blah, 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 blah. That, yeah, wow. Real quick, thank you, Immortal Slime, again for the sub. As usual, and as always, if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Yeah, Hitman 3 is coming out. I'm actually falling behind because there was so much stuff that was low. I'm going to go hit my veto list really quick. Just real quick. Yeah, Tony Hawk has been added. I had to do some looking into that, but that's been added. Where's the veto list? There it is. Let's see, how much stuff just got removed from this? So, yeah, there's Fire Emblem. Path of Radiance. There's Gale of Darkness. There's Pokemon Coliseum. I thought there was another one. Oh, Radiant Dawn? I didn't see Radiant Dawn. Possibly Radiant Dawn. What the? Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Is that it? It might actually be it, but I will go ahead. Oh, and Time Splitters. So I'll remove those from the list right now. From the veto list. So there's Gale of Darkness. There's Pokemon Coliseum. I still haven't removed Soul Reaver yet because I'm waiting for someone else to buy it or for it to go on sale to test the new remaster to see how it works. And you were wrong! It's okay, you were at the very end of the stream, Chemix Cow. So you missed everything. There's Time Splitters. Okay. That's everything? Yeah. I actually have no idea if Silk Song's on the list. I'll have to double check. See you around, Dark Right. Get a good night's sleep. Thank you for the sub, Act. Thank you for 4 years of support, Act. And if you give me a minute, you missed everything. You missed everything. I'm barely joking. That was a really, really packed announcement. I was not expecting that many third-party things. I really wasn't. Hang on. So, Act... Oh, geez. Hang on. Yeah, the video even broke in the middle of it. So we didn't see the Silk Song video. So that anniversary sub is going to go towards PND block. RNC3, up your arsenal. And RNC4, deadlocked. Got it. Oh God, I don't know. Ask me later after Twitch. Ask me later. I've got other things in my mind right now. Sorry. Yeah, no, this is a much better launch. Oh, the video missed was Astroneer. Okay. That's funny because I just bought Astroneer like 2 days ago on the PC, actually. I have no idea, Linerith. I need slightly more details than that. Yeah, the Switch 2 can handle things except for like a couple of games with the asterisk. We can't pre-order yet, of course. That's not a big surprise. Yeah, we don't know the price. We don't know what exactly they're doing with regards to pre-orders either. I imagine they're properly scared about scalpers, as they probably should be. You were thinking of, so we have voiced Undertale, and thus you are referencing Deltarune. Is that set in the same universe? By all accounts, no. Toby Fox has said multiple times that Deltarune is not part of the Undertale setting. Having said that, he's also a known liar, so make of that what you will. Yeah, the tariffs. Oh my God, Trump, could you please stop ruining the entire world every day? All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay out the frickin' nose for this. Like, you know that. Yeah, thanks for just running everything. There's going to be a hands-on event for the Switch 2 in New York, Los Angeles, and Dallas. That's interesting. Yeah, I've noticed that quite a few of the more financially solvent YouTubers and streamers I watch are moving out of the country. Anyways, okay, so... okay, so it doesn't have the details on which games aren't actually... Yeah, exactly, DZ Maven. Are uncompatible. Looks like they haven't updated the page. Switch 2 page. If I had the means, Lord Harrowmont, I would have moved last year. I would have gotten out early. I've read history. Honestly, I would be surprised if they don't, Ross. I mean, frankly, the GameCube one is long overdue, and it's probably because they've been holding it back for the Switch 2. And remember, the Switch 2 was absolutely delayed at least a year, possibly 2 years, depending on how you define that. Oh my god. So, I found a Reddit thread. I was trying to find a list of all the games they just showcased, because that was a lot. And the first thing I find is a Reddit thread which says, wow, that was really disappointing. Or, I'm not purchasing a Switch 2 for Mario Kart and a bunch of re-releases. Or, no new 3D Mario. Or, I'm only buying it for Bloodborne 2 and it's going to run like crap. Nintendo must have shelled out so much money to Miyazaki. These are all extremely negative. Wow. Just, wow. These people, they ruined Donkey Kong. Wow, these people are garbage. All right, this is not what I want. I want a list of stuff. This is not helpful. Thank you for the sub, little one. As always. Give me a minute. I will jot that down. For Civilization 7. Yeah, everyone has it listed at 500. Last I checked, that's not official. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $500. Frankly, if it's less than $500, I'll honestly be shocked. I mean, I'm going to be really, really blunt about this. 500 is a steal with the current financial situation. And that's bad, but there it is. Live Alive, Pokemon Violet, and Civ 7. Yeah, I'm staring at that page, Valerian. That's not, like... I don't consider this an announcement, is the nicest way I could possibly put this, as far as the price. This is just repeating the info we've known since, like, yesterday. Because if you look at all the retailers right now, they all have it listed for either 500 or 450. Now, I'm not going to be surprised if it turns out to be that much, but grain of salt, because that's a placeholder, I guarantee it. Like, if they knew how much they were going to charge for it, they would have said in the announcement. That's a good question, Tully. I don't know. They showed a lot of the gameplay, but not a lot of, like, the specifics. Sorry, I'm just reading the rest of this page here. So let's see. We've got Mario Kart World. So I was already sold on the... So, okay, bit of a wrap-up. And then I'm going to go not stream. Of course it didn't freeze it. So, Mario Kart World. Yes, I was already sold on a new Mario Kart game because the last time Mario Kart had a bad game was on this N64. So, I'm completely sold on that. No questions, no problems. The fact that you actually can do tours where you can drive and race in between tracks, yes. The fact that they have an open world roam mode, yes. Sold. Moving on. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Never would have guessed that. Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze were both amazing games, but those are both retro. The fact that I'm going to predict right now the 3D Mario team has been working on this for the last 6 years or whatever is something that doesn't actually surprise me, and is probably something they've been building up for a while. So yes, I'm 100% down for Donkey Kong Country Bonanza. Let's make it happen. Let's see. We've got Mario Party Jamboree. Don't care. Breath of the Wild. Don't care. Tears of the Kingdom. Don't care. I'm glad they're there, but I don't care personally. Zelda Notes. Nice that they're adding the option for people who don't know the website exists. Kirby Forgotten Land is getting a new thing. I will probably buy that upgrade. Let's see. Prime 4 is getting an upgrade version. I am absolutely going to be having that. Pokemon Legends ZA. Duh. We all kind of guessed that. Kirby Air Riders 2. 100% was not predicting that, but I mean, we actually did call it. So I'm actually shocked that they're doing that, and I'm going to be buying that one as well. Drag X Drive, don't care. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. The fact that it's a separate digital purchase, like you have to actually pay for that, nah. Let's see. Split Fiction, cool. Elden Ring, cool. EA Sports, nobody cares. Hades 2, we expected that. Borderlands 4 can go straight to hell. Duskbloods, that's Bloodborne 2. Yeah. Need more info, sorry. But, you know, shocked. Honestly shocked they're doing a Bloodborne 2. Hades 2, yeah, I already mentioned that, Hyrule Warriors 3. I'm actually shocked by that one, too. I had no idea they were even working on one. But having a Hyrule Warriors 3 based on Tears of the Kingdom actually makes tons of sense, since, you know, Hyrule Warriors 2 was based on Breath of the Wild, so no shock there. Cyberpunk, yep, call that. FF7R2. What's funny is Elden Ring and Cyberpunk both fulfill the, you know, non-Nintendo's typical games for the Switch 2, but having FF7R2 come out on there too is actually surprising and kind of awesome. I will not be picking that up because I'll be getting it on the PC, but cool. Street Fighter 6, awesome, don't care. Civ 7, awesome, don't care. Bravely Default, getting a remaster, pulling it off the 3DS. I'm not a huge fan of Bravely Default, but I'm always in favor of, you know, grabbing marooned games and pulling them forward, so awesome. Let's see. Tony Hawk's 3+4. Don't know anything about it. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, which apparently has a Red Light Raid online multiplayer mode, and of course, new cutscenes. Fortnite, don't care. Enter the Gungeon 2, not a big thing. Hitman 3, shocked they're putting Hitman 3 on it. That's awesome. Not going to buy it. I already have it on PC. I already went through my hoops there. Apparently, Project 007 is going to come on the Switch too. That's also not super shocking. There's Starseeker? Hang on, what's Starseeker? That's not Astroneer. That's a different game. You lied to me! Hang on. I don't know what Starseeker is. Maybe it's an expansion? It's from Devolver Digital. It's published by Devolver Digital. So the full name of the game is Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions. They don't show very much of this. It's just extremely new. What's this? Okay. It is Astroneer 2. Starseeker is a new game set within the Astroneer universe, with a focus on discovery, cooperative expeditions, and camaraderie, blah, blah, blah. So it is Astroneer 2, is what it is. A little more sense, Mike. Okay, so Astroneer 2 is coming out. Daemon X Machina 8, 15, I don't know what number they're up to. Deltarune. Survival Kid, Star Wars Outlaws, nobody cares. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Blah, 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 blah. And it looks like that's actually it. I might finally pick up this Nintendo Today app just to be up to date on this stuff, which I've already given my thoughts on. Oh yeah, and of course the GameCube thing, which for my purposes mostly means it's going to be a whole lot easier to stream GameCube games. Streaming GameCube games is just such a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. It's always been such a pain. Yeah, that's great. I don't care. Get off my screen. But that's not... Okay. Yeah, Dolphin's super great, except when it crashes in the middle of the ending. That happened on camera, by the way. In fact, it's in one of the highlight reels. Super Paper Mario. Also, it has a couple of issues with a couple of games, which of course is problematic to me, because, you know, I stream all kinds of games. It's okay, it's better than streaming, you know, N64, which is much, much worse. It's also one of the reasons why I've kind of walked away from N64 streaming, unless it's on the NSO, because that's just so much of an easier way of dealing with that nonsense. Here we go. What the, okay, fine. So yeah, the treehouse is tomorrow at sometime, looks like 7 a.m. Eastern, or sorry, Pacific. And then same thing on Friday. Oh, they have a bunch of Nintendo Switch 2 experience. They've got one in Tokyo, they've got one in Berlin, Dallas, Milan, Toronto, London. There's the LA one. The LA one is on the 11th. I didn't see one, Rex. No, sorry. Yeah, they keep saying the Nintendo Switch 2 page is going to go live later today. It looks like it still isn't live in any real sense of the word, unless this is it. Final thoughts. Here's my money. Fling. What I find interesting... Yeah, I wouldn't fly right now. It's not even a joke. It's really not funny. They didn't announce pre-orders, and they didn't talk about price, which is really strange. I don't understand that, because they announced a release date. It's coming out June. That's not very long from now. So... I mean, the market... Oh, God. No, you're right. You're exactly right. They're not announcing price. Because it's probably going to cost differently depending on where you live. Thanks. Cool. Anyways, yeah, we're going to enter Brazil. That's what's going to happen. We're going to enter the Brazil pricing. Which... Yay. I can't wait to play the Switch 2 during the Second Great Depression. Greater Depression? I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. So... I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of explaining why Trump is extremely stupid and wrong about trying to go back to mercantilism, or the fact that he's trying something that actually has been tried twice just in the last century in this country, or the fact that, you know, we're currently in a nearly unprecedented era of people moving away from the United States. So all I'm going to say is, that was a good release. That was a good announcement. That was a good trailer. I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope I can play it at some point in the future, because that's not as much of a guarantee as it probably should be. And on that bombshell, I'm going to go do something else. Something that isn't work-related. Remember, there's still no stream tomorrow. And there's no stream for the rest of the day. So,